Yeah, you already know what it is, Mr. Don Trip. We out here on Hot 937 rocking with Jenny Boom Boom. You already know what it is, east side all the way up. And
Who would be the perfect person for the Letter to My Son remix?
I
know you thought about it.
I mean, of course.
Because the song is a big record. I mean, it's a huge record. You already got CeeLo on it. That's big.
Yeah, true that. I mean, we got some names in the works. I won't say no. You know, I can't say too many names. I can say I rock with Scarface though. You know, Scarface just got out. He's out of jail. Same thing. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I can rock with Face on that.
Yeah, he's cute. I always had a thing for him.
I don't, you know, I can't. You know, I got no comment on that one, but you know.
My man used to look like him when he weighed more, and now he lost weight, so he don't look like him anymore, and I got mad.
I'm sure Face would appreciate
because I used to think about Scarface when I was, well, anyway.
Another subject. No, this is the radio.
Yeah. All right, so he would be the perfect person for the remix?
Indeed.
Anybody else?
Him and CeeLo.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll make it happen.
How'd you hook up with CeeLo on it anyway?
Actually, we reached out to Gip. Gip worked it out for us. And I shout out to Gip while I'm in there. Shout out to the whole Goody Mob. He reached out to him, and CeeLo rocked with the record. And, you know, he agreed. They sent the record to me. I heard it. We went with it. When it's time to shoot the video, that's when I met him. And, you know, he pretty much gave me a couple words of, you know, inspiration and encouragement while I was rocking with the record. And, you know, from there, it just, you know, it jumped off. We're hoping to push it as far as we can push it.
Okay.
It's doing well.
So that's crazy. Like, to me, it's so crazy that they put this whole record together. The record is an amazing record. And they met when they went to go do the video.
Right.
Like,
yeah. I mean, you know, the rap game is the game. I mean, right now, it's a little difficult to meet up with a lot of people because, you know, I'm on the road and they on the road, so it's hard to be in person if he in LA and I'm in New York. So
yeah, but I'm assuming you wrote Letter to My Son, correct?
Indeed.
Okay, so that record to you must be extremely personal.
Indeed.
And then you have to pick who's going to be on it, but yet you can't even like meet face to face with him on the record. So it's kind of like.
I mean, when it comes to the music, as long as they do their job, when it comes to the music, I'm okay. I mean, I don't have to meet them in person in order to. You know, I don't have to be in the studio with them when they're recording it. As long as they do their job.
The brand new music by Don Trip is called Lawyer. Let me speak to my lawyer.
Indeed.
So talk to me about that song.
Practice that. I feel like pretty much everybody make trap music right now, but nobody make the music about both ends of the trap.
Like when you actually get caught.
Yeah, basically, or more of the good and the bad. You know. Being caught ain't the only unfortunate part of being in the trap. A lot of times the money don't come like you expected it to come. A lot of times you get involved in altercations that you wouldn't be involved in if you wasn't in the trap. But with that, nobody mentions that. All we ever talk about is how much money we made. Nobody ever say, you know, I owe the plug and the plug's looking for me. Nobody tell you that. So, you know, I felt like that's one of the records that needed to be done. And when it came to the video, of course I wrote the treatment, so I gotta take credit for that. But yeah, when it came to the video, I felt like that was one of them songs that the picture had to be precisely displayed. You had to see exactly what I meant when I wrote that record. And it's actually one of the most popular records on the internet right now. It's rocking, so I'm proud to see it.
It's funny that how you just talk about all these like real life issues. Because there's a lot of like, but there really is a lot of like people out there that just create this whole like.
Fake it till they make
it. I mean, you know, they pop in bottles and they got, come on, you know about it.
They living with their mama.
But
they don't say that.
Diamonds.
For me to rap about it, you know, that ain't me.
Or they say they've been selling drugs and they ain't selling drugs. They from the suburbs and they ain't never have to do nothing in their life.
And they busting guns and.
Well, look, if I was from the suburbs, I'd be proud of it. So you know, I don't know. I can't agree with how they rock. That's why I display what I display. So.
Have you been arrested in the past for anything like that? Do you have a criminal record, Don Trip?
Let me talk to my lawyer.
Let me talk to my lawyer and see what he says if I should answer that question.
I can answer none of your questions without my legal counsel present. Yeah.
But you do have experience, like you've been in the streets, so like.
I mean, I got signed in February. Up until February, I've been.
You was hustling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pleading the fifth again.
But you don't see it as like some sort of glamorous life.
No.
It was survival for you?
Of course it's, you know, of course the money is always great. But the money you make from doing anything is great. You know, everything that come with that other than the money, all the things that ain't benefits. Like I've been doing what I've been doing for that long, and my credit is still nothing. So now that I got the money, I can't do nothing because I don't got good credit. But you know that ain't, you know, that's not a major thing. But this at this point in my life, that is a major thing because I can't do regular things. I can't go get a car without having to pretty much buy the car.
Right.
But that's because of what I've been doing all my life. That's because I didn't go and get a regular job and work up to that. I don't got what they call a 401k. I don't, you know, FICA don't take no money out of my check. So, you know, with that, nobody ever mentions that. Nobody ever tells you about the unfortunate part of what we do. And, you know, of course, I'm not Frank Lucas or Tony Montana. You know, I'm just me. I did what I had to do. You know, and I still will do what I have to do. I just, you know, I've learned more and I know more now.
No, oh my God, I just want to thank you for this song. Because my baby father went through this stuff with his baby mother. Sometimes things don't work out. And I applaud you for this song. It's the best song ever. Thank you.
I appreciate that, sweetheart.
Thank you. I love you so much.
I love you too.
Great work.
All right.
Keep doing your great work.
I will. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Jenny,
Yeah.
Don just gave me a brand new song with him and Yo Gotti and Juicy J.
Oh.
Got something real nice here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay?
indeed. That's probably the first time that's happened for Memphis artists. You know,
All working together, huh?
Yeah, of course. It's time for a change.
There you
Why?
go.
Why? Can you explain to me why? I don't know.
I mean, I can't give you a precise reason why, but in Memphis, a lot of artists don't get along with each other, and
Really?
until now, you know,
I did not know this. Did you know this, Craig?
Not at all.
We do not know these
I mean,
things.
Kid
we
Kid
worked
Fresh
that
is-
out, so you know we
We got
good.
a guy that works here from Memphis. Well, he went through there for a minute, and he
Okay.
said it's all love out there.
Yeah, he was lying.
Well, you know,
Because he's always like, these New York artists
All
can't
right
work
now.
together, such and such. Well, he sounds like more like, you know, with the accent. But anyway.
I mean, he was there. He was there in
now,
'72.
everything's everything. We all work together now, so you know.
But what was the problem? What's
I
the
haven't-
beef?
I couldn't tell.
You don't have the foggiest.
Nah,
No.
but you know the way I work, you know, I got with both of them. I sat down with both of them, and as of right now, we don't have any problems. Period. So we was able to put this record together, and we got more records to come, and more events and everything else. You know, we playing team ball right now.
That's good.
Yeah,
Right.
indeed.
How important to you is that to make sure and get the down south rappers all working together with you?
Oh,
and-
it's not even down south, just home. Home
Okay.
is home to me. You know, when it comes to that, I feel like the more we do it together, the bigger, the better and the bigger look we'll get. And I feel like Memphis is one of them cities that we offer music, but a lot of times we get overshadowed and we get overlooked, and that's due to us not actually sticking together. So you know.
That's true, because everybody always talks about Atlanta.
Right.
Yeah.
Atlanta, New
Even
Orleans.
people that aren't from Atlanta, like, rep Atlanta just to be cool.
Right. Well, I rep Memphis. I don't,
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
I don't live nowhere else. I ain't
Okay.
come from nowhere else. I come from Memphis.
Okay.
And I felt like, that was a flag I needed to tote on my own, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I got no problem with it.
Are you surprised by the success of Letter to My Son?
Yeah, I'm quite shocked actually. I still get the comments about me being out of line and me crossing the line, but you know, it is what it is. But for the most part, I thought that record would be one of the records where people just felt like I just said too much in that record. And it actually turned out to be the opposite. People said, in some cases, I ain't say enough. So, it's a wonderful feeling to see a record even working. With that being my first record, that opened the door for me to actually come in the music business and offer music that I want to offer, and not just the music that that fits in.
Like, with the amount of, attention you're getting over it, it must be almost scary to come out with another record because you're like, the expectations are so high.
I mean, I'm not
You know,
afraid
now.
of the expectations.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at it. I look at every record like a fresh new record anyway. So the only thing is, like I said, they only expect a certain song now.
Right.
Everybody want Letter to My Son Part 2. Nobody wants another record. They just want Letter to My Son Part 2. But I've been building my fan base, so now people are looking forward to more music from Don Tripp and not just the response to my own Letter to My Son.
Okay.
Don Tripp is still in the building.
Yeah, I just asked him.
Yeah.
I just asked him if he likes 50. He said, yeah.
Of course, I rock with 50. I learned a lot from 50, even though I don't know him personally. So
Like, what'd you learn from him?
how to be a businessman for the most part. And 50 is quite strategic, even when it looks unorthodox. He's quite strategic, and I admire that.
He's a very smart person.
Yes.
Yeah, indeed.
And he thinks, the funny thing is, even when you interview him, Like he thinks for a very long time how he's going to answer every question.
Oh, okay.
Which can get a little like, okay, come on. But he thinks about how he's going to go about every single aspect of his life almost.
Yeah.
And I respect him for that because a lot of people don't know how to do that.
Indeed.
Is there any New York rappers you want to work with?
Man, well, of course, Jadakiss.
Nice.
That's actually I'm trying to work that out now. But Jada's one of my favorite rappers actually. That's who I grew up listening to. That's actually how I learned how to count my bars. So you know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if he knows that.
I doubt it. I've never met Jada, so I doubt he would.
We're gonna have to call that guy up and let him know.
You know what you do? You gotta write the rap about that when you make that song with them. Put that into your 16.
It might be interesting. Yeah.
You're one of the candidates for XXL's freshman class of 2012.
Indeed. I'm proud of it.
And there's a huge list here.
It's about 90 people on this.
It was 50 people that have been picked so far, and of course you had to put in your votes by the beginning of January, so that's over.
Right.
But who do you think will be on the cover? Who do you think is going to make it, Don Tripp?
My 10?
Give me your 10.
Of course, me, Mr. Don Tripp, of course. My stepbrother Starlito, Out of Sight, Alley Boy from Atlanta, of course, Roscoe Dash, French Montana, MGK, Trouble from Duct Tape as well, Slim the Mobster, and Black Cobain. Matter of fact, Black showed us a lot of love when we was on tour with Wale, so of course.
So that's your 10.
Yeah, indeed. It's a lot of people on this list, so you know it's a lot of not quite. So you know.
I said earlier to Craig, the list almost surprises me to see like people like French Horner, even you, because it's almost supposed to be like a list. I always feel that's for artists that don't have hit records on the radio.
Hey, I got no problem with it.
Yeah.
If they gonna put me on the cover of something, I'm with it.
So when are you gonna find out?
I don't know.
How does it work? Like how are you gonna know what's going on?
I try not to think about it. Cause you know, it's 50 people on that list, so you know I got a lot of things to worry about. I want that to be a surprise to me, no matter when it comes. So you know.
How exciting would that be? You got your outfit picked out? You ready?
My outfit.
You got that outfit?
You know, we do a lot of shopping, so you know, in my mind, of course, my outfit's picked out.
I'm gonna kill him with this outfit right here.
Yeah, you know,
that's the one.
I might, Jason Mraz or something. I don't know, you know.
By the way, Don Tripp's name is Christopher Wallace.
Nice.
In case you didn't know that. Which must be hard.
Nice touch.
That must be hard.
No, not.
I mean, well, maybe not growing up where you grew up.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure Biggie's a big deal, like down south too, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, if you was growing up in New York with that name.
Yeah, you know, it is what it is. I'm proud that I actually made a name for myself outside of that, though. You know, I got in with a buzz before people could tie me into that. Before people could say I'm trying to be big. Because that's what they would have done if I would have used that as my stage name. That's exactly what people would say.
Oh yeah.
So you know that's why I'm glad that it worked out for Don Tripp.
And you don't sound anything like him anyway.
I appreciate.
There's no comparison, you know. You don't sound anything alike. Well, Don Tripp, this whole letter to my son situation. I mean, every word is true.
Indeed, every word.
How many kids you have?
I got 2 now.
Okay. With the same woman? With the same woman that's the villain here?
Indeed. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as to call her a villain. But in that situation, of course, she was, it is what it is. It's a little difficult, but, I had to take it one day at a time. And, I wound up with a second child. And,
After all that went down?
Yeah, your heart.
Oh, so y'all made up after? Like, what happened here? She said you can't.
Your heart do what it do. That's one thing you can't control.
Let me find out you actually slept with her to get the second baby so you can see the first baby. Because didn't you say something like, because I don't love her anymore, she won't let me see the baby?
Again, I can't answer any of your questions without my legal counsel present.
So are you with your baby's mother now after all that?
Oh, ma'am. Of course not.
So you're not with her?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Has she heard this song?
Of course. This song is responsible for the
breakup.
No, actually for the pros and cons of my life at this moment.
Well, Don Tripp, it was really nice to meet you. When's your album gonna be out?
We pushing right now. We hoping for second quarter. You know how.
That's like what, March?
That's like a lot of months.
Yeah, March or April.
But yeah, pretty much like April or March. We pretty much rounded up with the album. We got a lot of production. We got Justice League. We got Boy Wonder. Of course, we got Cool and Dre. We got Drummer Boy. And we got quite a good cast of producers. I pretty much spent my budget on producers. I didn't go and seek rappers, so
Okay. Well, production is very important.
Absolutely.
Always.